Girls League Summit. All across the country. So far we've had a few achievements here and there, but I would love to see us inclusion is all about bringing everybody in. My name is Valentine. Yes. Okay, I love it. Yeah, I play football. I do this thing called football freestyling. It's a small sport, but basically just doing skills with the ball. I also played badminton in high school. I was good at it, so I'd love to challenge you guys. And I like basketball, yeah. Thank you. I love football. I like basketball.
Ni maboy wengi. Juu that is what is available. Na pia si wote, wengine hawana hata hizo football. But football ndio kitu yenye sisi tumekuja sport. Na kukimbia na si sana 100 meters hapa shuleni hiyo. But sasa naweza taka sana inaweza kuwa rahisi kwetu kuingia kwa sports regardless of kwenye mtu ametoka.
Yeah.
Ama kwenye mtu amesomea.
Do you have any sports in specific you'd love to major on? Not really.
Recently nimeweza kuinteract na triathlon.
Ndio. Tasmania
na cycling, swimming na running.
Okay.
Sasa kama sports kama hiyo unakuta lazima mtu ajue kuswim na cycle. Kimbia unaweza kuchua tu. Sasa kama swimming, kama sisi atikwenda sisi naonanga watu kwa sisi kuna advantage. Ati kuna watu unaweza enda na upate mtu anakucoach swim, vitu kama hizo, cycle na nini. Sisi tukigrow au una bike, unaomba msi hapo. Mimi nishipatana na babangu akanipata nikiendesha bike akashtuka. Ati ulijulia kuendesha baiskeli juu hatakuwa na ile unaenda unapata mtaani mtu yeye akiendesha bike unamuomba. Sasa kama kitu kama hiyo triathlon, the moment maybe watu wameanza kuintroduce kwa kitu kama hizo mapema, inakuwa easier for them kuja kwa sports zingine. Ukiwa unafanya triathlon unaweza kufanya duathlon yenye haina swimming. Pia nimecheza basketball kidogo. Na nilicheza basketball kwa college. Sani hizo ni vitu nyingi tunakuja kuona. Sasa vitu kama basketball, kama mtaa kwetu ni ngumu kupatana na sport ya basketball. But ikiwa watu wanaweza kucheza, si ati watu hawachezi hizo sport, but nijua kuna vitu kama hizo. So naweza taka sana kujua inaweza kuwa rahisi kuingia kwa sports na venye sports pia inaweza kufikia watu hadi hizo
I looked into, there were no girls who were playing, and that particular time I was over 18. So ukiangalia msi anaanza ball akiwa 7 na msi ako over 18 of you doing well in sports ziko limited compared to when a young girl who is starting. So I had like to figure out what is this different thing that I can do. Can I be a coach? Can I be, actually I never knew anything about media, and right now wacha nisi brag, but I guess I create the best football reels you find in Car Pride. You can go and search it. I sit down na si kwenda shule to do media. I never went to school to do leadership skills, only attending summits kama hizi tu, and you go and volunteer. You find you need to figure out where the gap is. I had to figure out where the gap is. I saw hakuna team ya madem. Sawa, that was back in 2016. I had to figure out how we're gonna have a girls team, and now challenge in a coming. These girls who want to be involved in sports, not everyone can play. So you need also to figure out how can you ensure everyone is fitting in, because I found myself at that particular time I could not play to a professional level. Kama sasa hivi unaona kuna under 15 wase wanaitwa under 17, akukuwa na hizo ama zilikuwa but hazikuwa that amplifier or something like vitu tu kama hizo. So I had to figure out what I'm going to do for my community, and nikajipata space ya coaching, nikajipata space ya mentorship. You don't really to have a like a ground useme ati ndo team yako, but you can go out there, source for information. Kama hizi summit, I hope you're gonna come out with different ideas. You gather what you can and what you feel it's missing in your society. You go and start it to entangle the two sports. So right now we are running a program called Chatoto Project that basically deals with young ladies who wants to do music and also are still involved in sports. So it's a matter of finding the right space, finding where you want to belong, because ukipata nafanya media, it's because I saw that hakuna dem anataka kufanya media. So look for those tiny spaces where you see there is a gap and try and cover that gap, and you will find it's beautiful. Utapata una capture more and different activities along the way.
Don't like rugby.
Yeah.
They don't, even in Kenya Cup, in the Kenyan teams, there are very few teams, and you see Kenya 15s and Kenya 7s. It's like all the ladies who are playing will be drafted for Kenya 15s or Kenya 7s because there ni kidogo. It's only like the top player ndo wanaendanga Kenya 7s. And in my university, people are not there. Like the ladies are afraid, they're scared, they don't know what it entails. You tell someone you're playing rugby, they're like, "You're playing rugby." Yeah. So how can you empower more women so that you can start a fully fledged team in my campus? Then the second, that's in Kabarak. Now in at home, I grew up in Madari, but right now I'm in Kasarani. So I'm not really deep rooted in Kasarani. I've not been in Kasarani for long, so it's mostly Madare. And where I was studying in primary school, there is a gap for, you see, like coaches. The girls are ready, they're eager, they want to play this game, they want to do these things, but they don't have the capability, they don't have the financial capability, they don't have the balls, they don't have the training kits, they don't have the shoes, they don't have. So I was asking how you can tap into the market for people to fund your endeavor.
Also put in something for you. I'll give you my own story. My own story is that, as Carol said, I identified something that was lacking, and that is somebody that
children with disabilities were not really playing golf. They were not included, and inclusion is the word that we use. So that inclusion was lacking. So that was my space. But then, how do I tell people that actually somebody with a disability can play golf? Do you know how that sounds? Like I'm telling somebody, like, this person has a visual disability, a visual impairment, and he can play golf. The first question is, how can they play? They can see. But I'm like, they can. So once you identify what is lacking, it is now up to you as an individual. If you take this thing to heart, you will find a way. My story has been starting from zero, from people asking me those questions of how, to me being where I am, to me having children across who are playing the game, to people now learning to include the children that I've been fighting for the last 7 years without resources. Actually, when you have this idea in your heart, and when you want to do something, when you feel like there's a need lacking, let resources be the last thing on your mind. Start with what you have. You have the idea, that is the place where you start. You need this idea, because what I know also, people don't fund ideas. Nobody's going to fund when you're telling them, I'm thinking of starting this, I'm thinking of. But if you went to 10 of your friends and told them, you know what, I want a rugby ball, not even the new ones, one of those friends that you have will connect you to a former rugby player.
The one that you know you're very good at, which one is that? So tell me about one football. If you don't have if you're playing like football, the same rules, the same way you would have those support. But believe you me, if I put you in that right space, you will have your supporters. But as my colleague said, Susan, that is your project. Those girls are your projects. You need someone like her who's into all sports, but she doesn't know where to start. That's why I told her you have to start with one sport. You have to be known for one sport. And you need to be in this space to get to learn that there's something called e-football, there's something called e-sports, there's something like you can play a certain just game online. You can even go globally with that sport. You know, FIFA ndio e-football. Oh, when you FIFA, you see even a new, and then we have another one. Which one?
MK inatokomba, that's fight. Na kuna tu zingine.
Unasikia? FIFA ni nyingine ya PS.
Niko na coach. Ndio akani introduce kwa hizo matournaments.
So she has a coach. Now that is easier for you. So the kids who don't have a coach, how do they get to know? Ama already coach anajuanga hizi jobs ziko, so anawatafuta watu wenye wanajua kucheza vizuri. So unakuja kwa area zenu wakiscout ama
hivi venye like ukienda kucheza ama top 3 wanachukuliwa.
By the way, no design hizo
Scout wala kuja. So unataka ucheze poa and then like that.
Okay. So whether you're there yesterday and you're feeling your body is tired tomorrow, what do you think? Do you feel
they have team, like a coach can have a
So she's mentioned headache. Some people have
do you bring your A game every day?
abdominal pains.
So I wanted to go back in the So my mom contacted a coach. Then when I went there the first time I went there, my weight is too big.
Ka change kidogo kwa community. Nikaenda kwa MCA. Nikamwambia tulikuwa Kasarani kuna only one social hall. So nikamwambia tuna need to at least na more social halls. Akaniambia kuna kiwanja yenye inafaa kwanza. So it may take so long. Juzi ndio nikasikia kusema
You better think twice before you make your move. You're breaking home. Me and my brother never walk on the street one night. We are not here to enjoy the moonlight. Same time my brother say Charlie, in the life we look a one gun in a full silver white. You the big knock a car and the pants big light. You say Jesus is king and you think I'm the night. Same time my brother say Charlie, Charlie is life. You the big gold and you want to win your life. You don't know what we're going on. Kuna watu wanajua the first 3 steps peke yake. I'm good.
Tutarudi tupige zikishika ukapungulu shani tajeni kame phone bungulu akuma bude mimi kwa mabungulu ashajelenda lisha za machungulu kila mtu anafundisha shani tajeni kame